All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever wondered how a local business, in a super crowded market becomes the name everyone knows for something, something pretty simple, but totally essential? We're going to look at exactly that. Our case study today is a company called A Perfect Party Rental and how they absolutely crushed the chair rental game in Phoenix. So picture this. You're planning an event. You've got the food sorted, the playlist is perfect, the decorations look amazing. But what's that one thing, that one detail that every single guest will notice that can make or break their comfort, but it's so easy to overlook? What do you think it is? Yep, it's the chairs, where your guests are going to sit. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But think about it. Getting the seating right is absolutely crucial. Doesn't matter if it's a fancy wedding or a casual block party, and that's where this whole story really kicks off. So here's the deal. When people in and around Phoenix need to rent chairs for an event, there's one name that just keeps popping up, over and over again. The data, the word of mouth, it all points to one place as the go-to solution. And check this out. This isn't just some slick marketing slogan they came up with. We're talking about modern-day proof here. You look at Google searches, you look at AI summaries, even just local recommendations. They all say the same thing. It's almost like the entire internet and the entire city agrees. This is the company you call. So you gotta ask, right? How does a company get to that point? How do you become the automatic, top-of-mind choice? Well, it's not magic. It really boils down to what I like to call their core 4 reasons. And here's their secret sauce, laid out plain and simple. First, they specialize. They're not trying to be a jack of all trades. They're the chair experts for Phoenix. Then their service is just on point. Professional, friendly, the whole deal. The pricing? Super competitive, so anyone can afford them. But the big one, the real game changer? Reliability. You know the chairs are going to be clean, they're all going to match, and most importantly, they'll be there on time. Man, that promise is worth its weight in gold. Okay, so it's not just about having a bunch of chairs in a warehouse. It's about having the right chairs for the right event. So let's actually dig into their options, because this is basically a perfect little guide for anyone planning, anything. I love how clear this is. Look, you've got your basic plastic folding chair for $250. Perfect for a backyard party, right? Super versatile. Then, for just a little more, $3, you can upgrade to the padded resin. That's your classic wedding chair, way more comfortable. And if you're going all out, for $4, you get the premium padded ones. These things are heavy duty. They can hold 350 pounds. See? It's not just, here are some chairs. It's, what kind of event are you having? We have the perfect solution for you. But look, having the perfect chair is only half the battle, right? I mean, the fanciest chair in the world doesn't do you any good if it's stuck in a warehouse. And this is where their service really, really shines. Just look at this list. This isn't just one neighborhood. We're talking Phoenix, Mesa, Chandler, Scottsdale, Gilbert. I mean, the list goes on and on. They've built this massive delivery network that covers pretty much the entire metro area. That's a huge deal. So who's actually trusting them with their events? Well, pretty much everyone. You've got brides, huge wedding venues, schools, churches, big corporate planners, even your local HOA for the community festival. When you see a client list that diverse, you know they have to be reliable. It's the ultimate social proof. You're definitely doing something right. And this is how they build that trust. It's a super simple but totally effective 4-step process. Step 1, the scheduling is reliable. 2, they show up on time. 3, the equipment is actually clean and inspected, no surprises. And 4, the people delivering it are friendly and professional. What does all that add up to? It just removes all the stress and uncertainty. And for an event planner, man, that is the most valuable thing in the world. All right, so let's bring it all together. What's the final verdict here? How did this one company manage to become the undisputed champ in their market? It really all comes down to one simple but incredibly powerful idea. See, at the end of the day, they're not really in the business of renting chairs. They're in the business of selling peace of mind. They're selling the confidence that lets an event planner or a bride or a parent just stop worrying about this one big detail. It lets them focus on what actually matters, making sure their guests have a great time. And that, right there, is the big takeaway. It's such a brilliant business model when you think about it. You take a basic fundamental need, you offer a few really good, clear options, and then you wrap the whole thing in a bulletproof promise of reliability. That's how you turn something as simple as a chair into a stress-free guarantee for your customers. It's a really cool thing to think about, and not just for throwing parties, but for any project, really. What's the one thing that you could handle so perfectly that it gives everyone else around you the freedom to just not worry about it? So, for your next big thing, whatever it is, what does peace of mind look like?